there's quite a lot of upheavals that we saw during the pandemic, and then as it sort of settles down, it's settling to a new normal, I think. So, to give you an example, during the pandemic, when there was a huge demand for the HRCT procedure, I think everybody was busy trying to buy CT machines. The elective procedures were not happening, right? So cath labs probably were not something that was being purchased by hospitals. Different hospitals were sort of had a different experience during the pandemic, right? Hospitals in big cities, corporate hospitals had different experience. Hospitals in the tier 2, tier 3 cities, where maybe not that much of regulation, not so many policies are being a little bit different. And I think they've had different experiences, and they've sort of decided to adopt different business models, right? So now that the dust is settling down and the elective procedures are starting and all those things are happening, people are resorting to a different business model, our customers. And if our customers resort to different business models, then we have to obviously align. That's how we work. Philips is changing from being a products company to a solutions company. And the main difference between a product selling organization and a solution selling organization is that product you just sell what you have, right? And you just sell the best benefits of what you have or the features of what you have. Whereas a solution is to say, hey, how can we look at what is the problem faced by your organization? How can we become your partners in solving that? And then our products and solutions and our services are the ones that become a part of solving that problem that you now have. So the new normal that they have acknowledged is different from what it was pre-COVID. It's not like people have gone back to pre-COVID times. It's a new normal that they're looking at, and we're trying to align on that new normal. What does that mean now? It means, more digital interactions and engagements, more remote accessing of machines for repairs and things like that. Demonstrations. Nobody needs to physically be there now to figure out, how does the image quality look like, those things. So I think those are things that are different post-pandemic, and I think we're trying to take advantage of that, because when we started, we were one of the first people to start adopting these. We didn't stop working. We continued working from home, but in a way that the customers do not feel the lack of engagement, the lack of learning. They don't feel the lack of control on what machines they have, all those things. I think that's the new normal for us. I think that's linked with the first question that you asked me. One of the main things that the pandemic did was to accelerate the whole move towards digital. Okay? And when you say digital, then digital, virtual, all those kind of things come to mind. So it is not the physical interaction of people or people and machines and all those types of things. Right? Things like the EICU, right? Things like e-diagnosis. These are all enabled because of a digital infrastructure. And I think that's where we started making a few sort of pilots here and there. Customers started taking that a lot more seriously. Right? And I think that's where I'm saying that there was a push towards accelerating the whole conversion to digital. So just the engagement with patients, this diagnosis piece, not just that, but even the whole process of, like I said, how can I go buy something new? And earlier, the whole touch and feel was necessary. Now it's not. Because what you're concerned about is the quality of the image, is the quality or the outcome, the strength of what is the quality of the image that comes out. And that you see on your computer screen. You don't have to be in front of the hardware to look at those things. Like I said, even the demos that you provide, you don't actually have to travel to another part of the world. And earlier we'd be limited by traveling only to different places within the country. And now we're saying, hey, no, you want a demo from some place in the US maybe, or some place in Europe maybe, you can do that. It's just a time zone that is going to be a bit of a problem, but we can do that. Right? So that's the kind of thing. The last is the training itself, right? Where people felt that you have to be in a classroom setting. Okay? Kind of like this conference as well. You don't really have to be, it's all hybrid. So do you need to be here? No. Right. You want to be here to have a face-to-face interaction, because there is a human touch that is necessary, as you can't completely get it. Yes. But hey, all the academic sort of options of gaining and gleaning all that information can happen remotely as well. Okay. Most conferences are hybrid now, so you don't lose out on that. you can store it. It's not as if you have to be there to hear it, otherwise you don't get it at all. So from a learning perspective also, it has been all digital. And Philips has been running so many different courses. During the height of the pandemic, I think we went through thousands and thousands of people who went through our courses. Again, none of that physical. It's all virtual. So experts in their fields coming and talking with hundreds of people at a time for every course. And then that's where you realize that content is key. It's not just about going there and creating a show, but the strength of the content itself actually draws those people. And that was the testimony, real testimony of how good our training programs were. And that's been a huge change as well. We just figured out that we can reach out to a lot more people because of this.
Okay.
That's the whole digital thing that's getting accelerated. And of course, the equipment and our whole push on artificial intelligence and what we can do with that. Our products like compressed sands that use artificial intelligence to make things faster, better quality. I think those also have just gained a lot more speed, because of this whole pull-through effect that they did. It was there before the pandemic, but now it's just a lot more popular.